Guys, I know. I'm sorry. Modern cars. The pinnacle of technology and transportation. However, there are just some things that just irritate car people. 0 out of 10 things car people hate about the modern car industry. Removing ancient features. Remember in the good old days you would get into your car, turn the ignition key, put down your handbrake lever and use your marvellous manual gearbox. Today, however, you get into your car which is filled with countless electric buttons which are scattered in the arsehole of nowhere, making driving very complicated. All these features are convenient, yes, but at the same time they make it feel like you're ascending into space rather than driving. Button handbrakes. Like I mentioned earlier, button handbrakes are the new fun-spoiling craze in the car industry. Gone was the regular handbrake lever which required strength and energy. Oh, so much! And instead was an electric button put in. Sure, it clears space, but what was it in the way of exactly? Worst of all, handbrake turns are a thing of the past now, so I hope you enjoy being a virgin. Push start buttons. A piece of the car's configuration since the dawn of time. It was placed in its designated spot away from any other objects for easy access. Despite a few automakers trying and failing, Renault, to revolutionise the ignition key, it partly remained the same up until now. Instead of an ignition key, you get a blob and a cool but pathetic start button. This has proven problematic as some allow you to drive the car without the key even in it. This can be an issue if you ever stall a car, it means you can't start it again. It also makes thefts much easier. Fake sounds. Once upon a time, the sound you heard from the exhaust of your car was all you got. Obviously, this could be changed from the exhaust system and whatnot. But recently, cars have gone full riser and amplified and even changed the sound of the car from the speakers. Cars like the Renault Sport Clio have totally different sounds available in them, from a Lotus to a Nissan GTR. Fake manuals. It pains me to say it, but the magnificent manual is dying. No matter what we do, the manual gearbox is being replaced car after car with semi-autos and CVTs. In recent years, this has meant that there's a rise in fake manuals, or manumatics. These are autos with a little section which allows you to change gears sequentially without a clutch. Well, aren't you just class? This is a car brand's pathetic attempt to make former manual owners feel right at home, even though there's no clutch and no satisfaction in using them. Size. Either it's about the size of the engine or the size of the car themselves. Both situations are a problem. Gone are the days of the big, loud, naturally aspirated jungle cars, and instead they are smaller, turbocharged kits. In terms of the size of cars themselves, cars have since gotten bigger to allow for more space, safety gear, and other components. This means that the larger size makes even the smallest of modern cars hard to maneuver in tight spots. For example, the new VW Polo is almost the same size as the Mark IV Golf. Emissions regulations. In recent years, governments and all kinds of stupid groups of people who deserve no attention have applied serious pressure to automakers to stick with new rules regarding emissions and other environmental concerns. This has encouraged downsizing, turbocharging and electric power in cars, which often contradicts itself as batteries require nickel for production, which is shipped globally, destroying the planet in the process. Over-reliance on electronics. Sure, fancy high-tech gadgets look cool, but this has had a bad influence on the automotive industry. To keep up with the world of technology, automakers now fit their cars with special buttons and features, powered by electric rather than mechanical parts. Features such as handbrakes, start buttons, amplified car sounds and power steering have all made the switch, which only allows for another thing to go wrong, which could potentially leave you stranded over once an easy repairable feature. Autonomous driving. The sci-fi dream to some. Self-driving cars have become the latest craze in the auto industry, therefore relying on technology even further. As a tech head, this is a groundbreaking achievement, but it still isn't perfected. Several accidents and even deaths have been caused by Tesla's autopilot system, and some people simply aren't comfortable relying on a self-driving car. It begs the question, what's wrong with driving yourself, you lazy... Hybrids. In recent years, hybrids have become the latest craze ever since becoming mainstream in the shape of the pathetic Toyota Prius. This has led to the formation of mega hypercars such as the McLaren P1, Ferrari LaFerrari and Porsche 918. The increased power and increased fuel economy has been very helpful, but there is a cap. The increased development has increased the price of the final product. Manual transmissions are a no-go. The batteries increase the weight of the car, ruining the driving experience. They are also very high maintenance and very expensive when they go wrong. But my biggest grudge is how they have defeated the purpose of some sports cars, such as the Honda NSX and the upcoming Toyota Supra, both auto only and well overpriced